What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Fawl3r here again with another episode of Fawl3r Crypto Talk. What's going on, everybody? What is happening? What is happening today? Okay, so from what I get, a lot of talk is basically the SEC. A lot of people talking about the beatdown Gary Gensler got the other night, and they were talking again today, which I guess it was more more hopeful talk from people who are pro crypto. So, there's info going on out there. As far as what's going on in the Vulcan community, guys, you already know. If you didn't know, the project list is out there for the Vulcan community. We got 10, as of right now, 10 projects that's on the list right now. Hopefully, I'm going to have one of the CEOs that's on the list from PRISMA, Moon Crypto Guy. Oh, Moon Guy Crypto. He should be coming on today. I'm hoping to have him here. You guys, hopefully you have some questions for him. Yeah, we're gonna try to get some info, see if we get some tidbits, something, before the main net and everything, and try to see if we can get some questions, see if we can figure out maybe this might be a play for us. So I haven't heard too much about it. I haven't really dove into their white paper and everything, but we're gonna hear from the man himself who's running the project. So guys, if you have any questions when we get to that portion, please make sure you tag me. That way I'll be able to get your questions answered. Other than that, guys, we got SafuuGO, right? We're still waiting for that SafuuGO moment, right? May 1st. We're also still have the OOXY swap sacrifice that you guys can still participate in. I believe there's still a bonus. So guys, jump on it. Definitely jump on it. So pretty much beyond that, guys, I have some information on Gods of Gaming. If you didn't hear overnight, I basically posted a link to the Gods of Gaming website. This website is just like a version 1, guys. It's not gonna be spectacular. I mean, I try to make it as good quality as I possibly can by myself. I did it myself. So, beyond that, we gotta wait for V2. V2 probably will look a lot smoother, cleaner. You'll be more impressed. But we'll be transitioned to a different. We'll transition to basically another phase of Gods of Gaming when that happens. So, guys, make sure you keep your ears tuned. If you're not part of the Gods of Gaming Discord, jump on in there, be a part of it. Also, if you guys can see it in the chat, Biz, I'm sure it's pasted up there. The Vulcanaire merch store. Grab you some Vulcanaire merch. There's also more than just Vulcanaire, but grab you a Vulcanaire shirt because it gives you special access to our Discord to become an OG. This OG status is going to stop starting on Monday. So the last day will be Sunday. After that, going into Monday, there won't be any more OG spots. And then that's when the Discord will be open for everyone else to join into the Vulcanaire Discord. So basically, it's OG. You're basically getting into OG status when you support your boy on this channel. So definitely make sure you get yourself some Vulcanaire merch. Also, there's a lot more perks to being a Vulcanaire, so you might want to check it out. Go in there. There's some people in the chat. If you do have any questions about what's going on in Vulcanaire, what kind of perks, they'll tell you. They probably won't tell you all the secret info, but they're going to tell you, is it worth it? They're going to say, yeah. So let's see what we got here. Chat. So let's see. Who was first? Fawl3r was first. I'm not first. I don't count. But it looks like Compton 310 is first. Then SafuuWarrior second. What's going on, guys? You got Senior Rojo is here at third. What's up? Let's see. We also have Biz Entertainment. Of course, your boy Biz Entertainment is out there working his butt off on all our influencer channels. So, make sure you give him a kudos. Thank you for his, his service, what he does for the community. But he also wants you guys to know that this is the Vulcan News Network. If you have any questions that you want me to respond to or you want to talk directly to me, make sure you tag Fawl3r, Fawl3r. Basically, once that happens, guys, I'll respond to you. Just make sure you do that. It's the easiest way for me to see it on chat that you're trying to talk to me. Okay. Also, we have a 8 ball segment, right? When we bring out the 8 ball, you're gonna watch and wait for Biz Entertainment to say 8 ball knows all, and once you see that, that's when you're gonna post your questions for the 8 ball. Don't do any earlier, and don't fall asleep waiting for it either. But just make sure you watch out for Biz Entertainment to say, "Hey, 8 ball knows all," and that'll be the cue, guys. So, all right, guys. I'm gonna go through the chat really quick, and then I see Moon Guy Crypto is waiting. So we're gonna get through the starting chat, and then once we get through the starting chat, we're gonna bring Moon Guy Crypto. We're gonna learn about PRISMA finance. All right, guys. Let's see. All right, let's get up to here. Let's see. So after Biz Entertainment, we have Sky Highs in the building. What's up? Mellafellow Crypto, another Vulcanaire brother. What's going on? Let's see. We got OBZ in the building. Let's see. Igor's here. What's going on? Slumdog Millionaire. What's happening? Live Freedom is here. Jamie Garcia Perito is here. Let's see. Cody J is here. Chappie is here. Chappie, I'm pretty sure you saw my message, but yeah, you gotta get in contact with me on Discord. Let's see. I'm gonna go through these chats in a second. I'm just trying to make sure everybody gets recognized that they're here. Let's see. Miguel is here. What's going on, bro? Mrs. Worldwide, how you doing, lovely? Welcome. Let's see. We got Teddy One in here building. What's going on, brother? We got Richard Hudman here. We got Daniel Prado Worldwide. What's up, bro? He said, have a great show. Thank you. Let's see. Anil Kumar is here. Melon Delight, another Vulcanaire is here. And that's pretty much, that's it in the chat. I'm going to go through these comments really quick, and then we're going to get into this AMA. Let's see. Just trying to see if there's anything. Let's see. You got some people who tagged me up. Let's see. Fawl3r, you made sure Compton wasn't getting first. I tried, but, I don't count. You guys got to beat them. Let's see. Chappie, hi, everyone. Hi, Fawl3r. What's going on today? I've been really busy, so please enlighten me on your extensive knowledge. Chappie, we're going to go through, we're going to do AMA with PRISMA Finance. We got Moon Guy Crypto here. We're going to ask him some questions. If we have any other time for, anything else, we'll go through it. But, now that I have the ability to do AMA, let's get them out here. Let's see. Miguel, hey, everyone. Chappie, okay, he said he'll drop it in games, guys of gaming Discord. Okay. Mrs. Worldwide, hey, Fawl3r, I have plans, but wanted to say hi. Have a great show. Thank you. Let's see. Fawl3r, I'm already a member, number 20. Okay. Awesome. Let's see. Just make sure that's it. That's it. All right. So let me get Moon Guy Crypto in here, guys. I'm going to be with you in 1 second. Let's make sure we have that ready. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. All right. Here we go. I forgot. So he's black screen, guys. He doesn't have a camera. So, he has a camera. He doesn't want to dox himself yet. So, guys, it's going to be a black screen and a voice. So let's switch over and see what's going on here. What's going on, Moon Guy Crypto? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. How's it going?
Oh, it's doing all right. Hold on. Let me just turn you down a little bit. Coming in a little loud. Not you. It's not your fault. I just have it, the settings I got to mess with. All right. So pretty much we got it good. All right. So let me bring up... on the screen really quick. I'm going to bring up the site, PRISMA Finance, so everybody can see, as we go along. Here we go. All right. Let's kind of get that in there. All right. So one more transition. Oh, that's not you. Oh, so we not... Oh, wait a second. Okay. Then okay, so you do okay, but I do have your white paper, so I'm gonna bring that up. I do have that, so I got it. Don't even worry about it. I got it. Let's see. Bring that back up one more time. Oh, There we go. Sure here. I think we have a little bit cut off. There we go. All right. Okay. So Prisma Finance. So I don't know too much, Moon. So you're gonna have to enlighten me. Treat me like just like all the rest of the holders that are watching right now. They're curious. They want to know about Prisma. Hit me with the pitch. Wait, give me 1 second. Somebody's saying that they can't hear you. Okay, let's hold on. Let me get this. Oh, all right. Try to just give me a sound check really quick, Moon. So see if. All right, let me give me a second for a response in chat. Yeah, because they're saying they cannot hear you at all. Let me see. Okay, so yeah, they could hear you before when you like always blew my eardrums out. But okay, I see what they're saying. Okay, so I turned that down. Okay, so I no, it's good. So what end up happens, I'm gonna turn down my headphones so you can be perfectly clear so they can hear you because I want them to hear you just as much. So go ahead, we should be good. Let's see if they give you a thumbs up. I don't have that much delay. Come on, guys. Nothing. Huh. Let's see. Okay, now they should definitely hear you now.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
No, let's see. Hold on. Biz Entertainment is the one that always usually gives me the thumb up. I don't know. Okay, OBZ says yes, they can hear you. Okay, so they're good to go.
Okay.
They're getting yeses.
Awesome. So, like I was saying, it basically was a group of people that kind of, looked at the APY, the APR, the rebase kind of, phase that we went into with crypto and the auto staking protocols and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of looked at it and we were like, hey, this isn't bad. This is, innovative and it's a new way of kind of doing things. It adds a couple of like automatic processes that are very beneficial for holders, including like auto staking, things like that. And at that point in time, we kind of looked at a couple of the other things that were kind of going on in the crypto space, especially during the negative market downturn and then the Terra Luna collapse and the whole FTX situation. And really, we kind of just came together and said, hey, what can we do that simplifies this process? Because I was basically going through and trying to find ways to be able to, kind of farm some yield and, make a little bit of money just, during the bear market. And there really isn't anything in that aspect that you can kind of do. And we also saw a couple of projects as well too go under, basically due to lack of diversification. So we kind of got talking with a couple of the team members and myself, and basically we came up with Prisma. The idea behind it is you buy a token, you hold on to the token, and as a baseline, you get paid out in the revenue that we generate by yield farming via a multitude of different revenue methods from, liquidity pools, staking, things like that across the board, lending, not borrowing. Basically wherever we can kind of find stable income, so to speak. And then that gets paid out to the holders in the form of stable coin. And that's just the baseline for the project in and of itself. Generate revenue, pay it out to the holders. Keep it simple in that aspect. Where we decided to kind of add a quality of life was with our lockless staking. And the way that kind of works is we have different vaults associated to various tokens. And when you stake your tokens or your Prisma tokens within that vault, you get paid out effectively in whatever tokens associated to it. So in effect, the baseline that we're going to have straight out the gate vault-wise is going to be the PRISMA vault. Effectively, you'll be able to input your PRISMA tokens into the PRISMA vault, and you get to basically bypass any and all buy fees. Now to go over kind of our fee structure, which is the tokenomics you're kind of looking at here. As a baseline, we're going to have 4% buys, 4% sells in terms of fees. There is a variable fee that's associated as well too, 0 to 5%, which can only be associated to burns. As a baseline, that will be just turned off straight at the beginning. There's a very high likelihood that we won't even ever turn it on. But that can only ever be adjusted within our code to go directly to a burn wallet. So it cannot be adjusted to go anywhere else. It will go to a dead wallet and nothing else. But again, as a baseline, it's going to be turned off 0%, unless we have some reason that we want to turn it on. The fees in and of themselves as well are flexible in the sense that we can allocate where we want them to go. So if we want more of the 4% on the buys to go to the liquidity pool, we can absolutely do so. That'll beef up the liquidity pool a little bit more. If we want on the sell fees, those to go more towards the ITF or investment trading fund, we can make the adjustment like that. As you can see on the page there, though, they're currently set to have 2% go to the liquidity pool, 2% go to the ITF as a baseline. But we can kind of adjust those, but they can never be more than 4% of the total fees.
Okay.
So worst case scenario, if you're looking at this, and this would be a situation where it'd be very unlikely that this would ever possibly happen, you'd be looking at 11% buy, 9% buy, 9% sell fees. And that would include, the standard 4% and then a full 5% going to the burn. Again, the likelihood of that is super, super low, but that would just be in times of, hey, we want to burn down the tokens.
Okay.
As for the structure behind it, the vaults that we're kind of looking at are going to include tokens that we consider blue chips. So you're going to have your Bitcoins, your Ethereums, and things like that. Of course, Vulcan would be a vault that we have in place as well too. The payout structure that you're kind of looking at there as well too, that is the starting payout structure. We are doing some additional math on our target goal payout structure, which will probably come roughly about the $1 million in the ITF or the investment trading fund, which will actually crank up the revenue payouts to about 60 to 70% of the revenue generated. And we'd see a pretty large drop off in the reinvestment into the ITF and the reinvestment into the liquidity pool. And that's kind of what we're looking at on this side over here, is that we want to incentivize people to be able to just kind of buy and hold. And as we grow the project and as things kind of go up, we want to remove a lot of what would be considered like drawbacks, because that's one of the biggest pain points that we kind of found with projects, is that there's a lot of penalties for getting into crypto. And a lot of them have a tendency to be unseen. An example of such, as I brought up the other day before, there's a lot of penalties regarding like unstaking or systems associated to vaults, or the way that those processes kind of work, that was really revolutionized, with like Safu and other projects with the auto staking protocol, where it's like, hey, you don't have to lock up your tokens. So we also kind of did that as well too, but we wanted to give people the choice of being able to get the tokens reinvested that they want. So yeah, what you're taking a look at there is actually what we're calling our fractal structure. The way that this effectively works, and it's kind of like a graph that if you follow it, it kind of, leads you to different places in the way that things are kind of broken down. The gist of it, more so than anything else, though, is the systems, while working in unison and hand in hand with each other, are in effect separate. So a lot of the issues that we saw with, say, like tomb forks and stuff like that, where you have seniorage tokens, things like that, one of them starts to go down, or one of them loses their peg, and the other one just falls and tumbles with it as well too. So on this side, the way that our system kind of works is the ITF is completely separate from the token trading side of it. The token trading side basically adds additional value when you buy it and you hold it and you put it in either the vaults or you just hold it in your wallet. You get the payouts based on a percentage. On top of that as well, it's a situation where the holder really kind of gets a lot of the benefits of the way that the payout structure is designed, simply on the fact that in order for someone to kind of try and come in and game the revenue system, they have to buy over 9% of all tokens held in all wallets. So it instantly becomes this, hey, you can't just come in, sweep in, steal a huge chunk of the revenue payout, and then be off to the races. So as an example of such, let's say 5 million tokens of the total 10 million tokens are held in wallets. Somebody has to buy, in effect, a total of 9% of the tokens in order to meet that 8% buy and sell fee threshold in order to then meet the standard. And with 50% of the tokens already being sold, that means that they're going to have to buy, in effect, tens or even potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars in PRISMA tokens. What that does is that drives up the price. While somebody may receive a smaller revenue payout, it drives up the price of PRISMA. And at the same time of doing so, they have to hope that I'm going to come in and try and game the system with the revenue payouts. It in fact creates this bottom layer of price that somebody just can't jump out of,
Yeah.
Because some people are going to sell. They're going to be like, hey, it was $1. Somebody bought in with like $50,000 worth to try and get the revenue payout. It increased the price up to $3. People are going to sell their PRISMA at that point in time, which means that the person that's trying to game the system isn't going to be able to do so.
Right.
And so I know we're kind of a little bit all over the place and stuff like that, but the graph kind of, or the structure there, it's a little complicated. I apologize about it. I haven't really talked about it as much recently, but it's based on a lot of math in the back end. That's a very simplified version of it where you buy the token. This is kind of where everything goes. This is how everything kind of gets paid out. These are the different structures that you have, and these are the different options. But in effect, there's a lot of math involved on the back end side, and I can definitely go over it, in very, very fine details if anybody wants to kind of sit down and have that conversation with me. But the gist of it is we've got a lot of things in place that are meant to be anti-whale.
Yeah, I'm glad you explained that, because a lot of people care about how whales get in and sometimes abuse the system, right? So, and it's great to hear that it's going to take so much more invested than someone who comes in who feels like they did their research and kind of like beat everybody, to the spot before everyone else. And then the last thing you want to see is some whale just come in and just basically, come in. It seems good for a second. You believe in the project, you believe in the tokenomics, but then here comes this whale who jumped in. Now is playing with the whole system because they have the most to be able to just play around with. And I think that. I'm glad you explained that. I'm really glad that you explained that.
Yeah. And I apologize if it was a little confusing or anything there. You were kind of jumping through the white paper a little quicker than I was on this side over here. But that's kind of what we looked at on this side. Is we kind of looked at a few different projects across the board, looked at a couple of the structures that kind of made sense, looked at a couple of things that certain projects have done to prevent what we're going to call good whales, so to speak, or whales that are going to come in, they're going to use the system in the way that it's intended, and kind of be a part of the community and everything like that. We don't want to penalize them. The goal is to not, hamstring or hurt anybody that wants to be a part of the ecosystem, that wants to be a part of the project, wants to, use it in the right way. we don't want to run into a situation where those guys are being affected versus what I'm going to call a bad whale or somebody who's trying to game the system.
Right.
And that's the difference that we have on this side. If somebody wants to come in, they want to, buy in and be with us for, 3 months, 6 months, a year, 5 years, 10 years, whatever it might be, we don't want to penalize them for doing so. Even if they're going to drop, $500, $100, $50, $50,000, $100,000, we want them to feel comfortable with us. But at the same time, we wanted to make it difficult, kind of as you brought up there, for somebody who's just in here to try and game the system. Because we've seen projects where that's happened, and it sucks for everybody that's involved. So yeah, kind of taking a look at the launch details and allocation here. No, you can go to the next page, man.
Okay.
Unless you had any questions about it.
No, I was just wanting to make sure there was nothing else that, in the fractional structure that you wanted to explain. That's all. I was trying to just see.
Oh, no, you're good.
Yeah, but we can talk about the launch details right now. Let's go. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to know, like, how is it? Because right now, I don't know if in this community, it's, certain projects that are launching on BSC and trying to, basically migrate over to when Vulcan comes out. So I think a lot of people want to know, like, what does PRISMA stand when it comes to the Vulcan blockchain and launching and everything?
Yeah, so the way that we're kind of looking at it on this side over here is twofold, and our team is pretty deep in discussions about it at this point in time. Originally, we had planned to proceed through kind of with the BSC side of things, and then potentially just move over to Vulcan at that point. When they kind of launched, because there were a couple of delays and things like that. I mean, again, they're building something brand new. It happens. That's not their fault. Nothing like this has ever been done. It's very much so a situation where it's not like they can just copy and paste code over and it's going to work.
Right.
So it's a huge, big change. And we know that kind of happens on this side over here. So in effect, what we were kind of, considering doing, is looking at launching on, BSC, and then bringing those funds over into Vulcan, as option number one. And option number two is we just wait to launch and move to Vulcan. The only issue that we kind of have, and this is where I kind of feel like we have to kind of have some timings work in our direction here to be able to kind of launch right when Vulcan launches, is we are planning on being paired to a stable coin. And I know Vulcan is planning on either creating their own or making sure that like USDC or USDT is also kind of brought over as well. Even potentially like DAI and things like that to kind of have a stable coin on the platform really early on. But with us, having that backing of being paired directly to a stable coin, we absolutely want to make sure on our side that everything is kind of in place and we don't have to worry about, hey, how long are we going to have to be paired to something else? Are we going to have to, pull the liquidity pool, reset it up under, something different? It's just a huge thing. It can create some red flags. And so we're talking with Vulcan about that on this side over here to kind of see like what's happening in that aspect as well too. Because it would be a situation if, unfortunately, if they're not able to have a stable coin like day one launch or something, again, that's not on Vulcan. We're not going to, blame them for that in any way, shape, or form. It would be a case where we'd have to just wait until that's there and then we come over. Okay. So it kind of depends in that aspect there, but it absolutely is a situation where we want to come over to Vulcan. We want to make sure that, we do it the right way and, we don't want to cause any kind of, chaos. We know that they're working hard on that side and we're just kind of waiting for some things to kind of line up to let us know how that's going to kind of play out. But that's really it. I mean, we don't see anything, negative with Vulcan in any way, shape, or form. We just want to make sure that what we're looking to provide is stable consistency within our token. And we know that Vulcan is able to provide that. We just have always planned to have ours paired with a stable coin, and we have to be able to provide our payouts in a stable coin as well too. That's what we've promised our holders, or our future holders. So that's all we're kind of waiting on this side. And that's kind of our launch plan, is that we're looking to potentially start with BSC, move to Vulcan. But if Vulcan is going to drop straight out the gate with a stable coin or a stable coin associated with it, yeah, I don't see any issue with us, day one being over there as well too.
Okay. So I see the word launchpad and a CC round, and those things as far as participating in the project. When are you starting to look to do a pre-sale?
Yeah. So again, assuming that we go with BSC, we are looking at right around the end of April here, to kind of just get things in place and get some funding going and things like that. We are looking to get an audit done before we go through the launchpad process. We find that's kind of one of the most important things, is just making sure that our code is rock solid. So we want to have somebody, obviously take a look at it. We're going to make it public for everybody to be able to see as well too before launch. So that way anybody else can kind of dig through it and see if there's anything that maybe we've missed. Because our goal on this side is not just simplicity, but transparency as well too. And we want to make sure that the route and the direction that we go in that aspect is kind of following those core tenets that we have. So yeah, at the earliest, it would probably be the end of April here. Again, that's assuming that we get the audits in place that we're looking to do and get that process started. As we all know, it can kind of sometimes take a little bit of time. If it takes longer than we'd expect, and if everything lines up, and again, stablecoin ready to go day one with Vulcan, then we'll just launch with Vulcan. If the audit ends up taking a little bit longer, I know Vulcan's looking at getting some things lined up and in place with Pink Sale. So that would just make the process even easier, because we're considering going that route as well. If they end up having a dedicated launch pad, it would very much so be a situation where we just go, through Vulcan's dedicated launch pad, if that ends up being a case there as well. Because I know, some blockchains have their own dedicated one. So yeah, that's kind of the mentality behind it. We also aren't going to have a lock period. I know you probably saw that really quick in the white paper there. But again, we kind of, sorry, not to say, but again, in a negative turn there. Again, we just wanted to make sure that, we're as flexible as possible. And the tokens that somebody, purchases, through that system are as open and, easy for them to do whatever they'd like with. That's kind of a big deal for us as well too. We want to make sure that somebody can easily kind of come in and out of Prisma as they deem necessary or deem fit, and make sure that, they don't feel like they have to lock up, or, they're stuck hoping that the price doesn't crash after launch or something like that, because there's always that huge, that bar that goes like straight up in the air, and everybody's like, okay, well, when am I going to get my tokens? When am I going to get my tokens? When am I going to get my tokens? And then it starts to kind of taper down, and people panic, and they're like, oh my God, everybody get out. We don't want anything like that. We want to try and be as smooth as possible as we can with it. Those that want to just get in during the, the pre-sale process / launchpad process, we want to just make it as easy as we can for them. No lockup, keep it simple, trade as you deem fit.
Okay. I mean, I see that you're going to have about 500,000 allocated to the team. And those are going to be vested for 1 year?
Yeah. Those will be vested over a year. And they'll be unlocked at various periods of time. We're pretty much debating if it's going to be monthly or quarterly in terms of like lockup time frame. But yeah, that'll be vested over about a year.
Okay. And as far as you guys thinking about any type of liquidity lock for the smart contract itself?
I don't see any issue with having the liquidity. Words are tough sometimes. I don't see any issue with having a lock on the liquidity on our side over here. We haven't really discussed or debated that in any way, shape, or form. We have no reason to kind of go through that route of, pulling liquidity for any reason other than if we do start on BSC and we end up moving over to Vulcan, we want to make sure we're able to take everything with us kind of thing. So that would be the only stipulation there in terms of like locking liquidity to a certain extent. But yeah, no, we plan on basically just kind of having it sit there, just never be touched or anything, not have to worry about that. So if Vulcan ends up being the long-term home, in terms of, you know, the way we kind of go with it, yeah, I don't see any issue with it being locked. No problem whatsoever. Yeah.
I mean, I just most you know, some investors other than others, some don't care, some do care. Some believe again that it brings some type of, you know, confidence, right? Like it brings confidence. And I've always said you don't necessarily have to lock your liquidity for 13 years. Hell, you don't even have to lock it for a year. You can lock it for some months, but just get that in itself. Just having even a month would bring confidence to people, because you know, in the space we are in, you know, it's every single token is going to be scrutinized. So it's eating token, and you know, heck, even some layer 2 blockchains, they get scrutinized. So. You know, having that, you know, some people just see it as a confidence. It's just a question. Some people actually ask that question. Some people don't, funny enough. But like, I always felt like I had to ask, like, you know, what's the liquidity going to be doing?
Yeah. So to just kind of repeat that, it basically would be a situation for us on this side, more or less. It depends on kind of where our starting point is. If we end up having to start on BSC while we're waiting kind of for Vulcan, like if everything goes, you know, super smooth and we're basically ready to go and off to the races here, you know, we want to be able to move over to Vulcan. If the liquidity's locked, you know, that's just X amount more that we have to kind of raise or ask people to, you know, to come with us. And it's just funds that we don't want to leave sitting about until we have to wait for it to be unlocked. So it's possible we'd end up doing, you know, maybe something like you brought up, kind of like a 1 month lock or something like that, depending on like our launch time frame versus Vulcan's launch time frame, just to kind of, you know, give people that sense of ease. I can bring it back to our team. We can definitely talk it over and discuss it. But yeah, I don't see any reason why it would be an issue for us to do or to implement in that aspect.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm glad I'm also looking at the strategies for earning PRISMA. This is great because there's, you know, it's a lot of people who just, you know, they get in projects and they have no clue what to do. And there's some projects that are just so complicated, it's hard to even understand what's going on. So, you know, it's both, it's you know, it's a yin and yang. But this, I actually like this. This is great to have in a white paper. It's like literally tell you, hey, this is what you do if you want to earn. I like this. Oh man, that's great. Let's see. Let's just go through a couple things really quick. I guess we're gonna.
Yeah, and so to just kind of touch base on that as well too.
Okay.
That vault system isn't necessarily just for standard retail holders, so to speak. That can also be for projects as well too. It can be used in a sense of going through and that project, you know, sets up a vault. And they buy X amount of, you know, PRISMA tokens and they put them in the vault, and that effectively will work as a buyback of their specific given token, which then they can do whatever they want with those tokens. So it works twofold in that aspect, where on the retail side, you know, a person could come in and be like, yeah, I want Bitcoin. Let me go ahead and stake my PRISMA in the Bitcoin vault, get paid out. Every single payout in Bitcoin comes right in my wallet. I don't have to do anything. It's great. It's easy. Walk away kind of situation. A project could come to us and say, hey, we would like to be set up with a vault. We would like to, you know, purchase some PRISMA tokens as well too. And we would like to put those in the vault. So that way, every single payout, it buys back tokens from our liquidity pool. And we can either burn those, distribute them, however you want to kind of do it on that side. And it works as a constant buyback mechanism. On top of that as well, too, it could also be used by projects to simply just go in and say, hey, we want to earn some additional revenue that we want to, you know, supplement our treasury with, or, you know, do some projects or some, you know, some fun research and development, stuff like that. And basically it'll be a situation where we're going to have a little bit of extra income coming in. So can you set us up, with some Prisma? How can we kind of do this? And we going to go that route, go through a process where, they go ahead and, maybe purchase some tokens and just hang on to them. And then, they get payouts just like standard holders do. And so it kind of works both sides of it. So anyone that's doing kind of projects that want to have that function built in and the flexibility to do so, absolutely have that option.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. I have I think I just saw a question here on the chat. It's here's one. One from OBZ. Will there be a doxing before launch? I know you kind of touched on this on other lives, but I don't know if everybody's heard you on those lives.
So I'll definitely go over it really quick. So as for right now, doxing is probably not going to happen. Now that doesn't mean that we won't have audit or KYC. I have very young kids on my side over here. I've gone through things in terms of looking at some of the reactions online, both positive and negative. And it's just a situation where I definitely have to think of my family first in that aspect as well, too, make sure everybody's kind of protected. But we absolutely are going to have the project audited. KYC will be done by anyone that touches any kind of funds in any way, shape, or form. We will be having multi-sig on every single wallet that touches funds as well, too. Any single process that touches funds. I believe it should be in the white paper as well, too, where it kind of goes over that. Doxing will probably come at a later point in time, just as kind of a safety thing for the family. But yeah, I have no problem with answering any questions anytime somebody asks it. That's just kind of one of those things where it's like, it's a little bit of a line that's kind of hard to cross to a certain extent, especially with young kids.
Right. Of course. I mean, I got kids myself, but it's just like, I can't, say, well, I can dox, but that means everybody else should dox who has kids. No way. Everybody's in a different situation. Everybody's doing totally different projects. Like even my project isn't, dealing as much, as far as financially, it's not dealing with as much because it's dealing with gaming. So it's more totally, almost pretty much two different spectrums, if you ask me, because you most likely will be dealing with a totally different clientele in the end, especially when it comes to institutions and everything else, if you're reaching out to or partnerships and stuff like that. So, I understand, but having literally a KYC done in the background, that's even just as good because, you slap that right on the front of a website. People know this auditor at least has your docs information in the case that, anything nefarious happens, but,
and
it's still the same confidence.
The other thing to kind of bring up as well, though, too, is that, currently, my job, I work in the finance industry. So it's a very touch and go subject regarding, some regulations and stuff like that, where it's like, as much as I hate to say it, it could very well be a situation where, they could make some heavy handed rulings where they really shouldn't. And it makes things a little more difficult as well, too. And again, I'm the source of income for my family. And so it's like one of those things where kind of have to be careful with it. I'd love to get to the point where I don't have to worry about that anymore. I'm sure everybody would like to be at that point where it's like, hey, I don't have to worry about the 9 to 5 anymore.
Right.
And if I can get to that point, absolutely. We'll have a party. Everybody will be invited. It'll be a whole thing. Cookies, kebabs, and drinks all around. So
right. Well, Moon Guy Crypto, man, it was great to get this information. I'm going to do some more research, on Prisma, but it sounds like you got something honestly unique, right? And it's, coming on a blockchain that's unique in itself. It's going to be a lot of eyes looking at Vulcan blockchain, and I'm pretty sure those eyes, when they, they believe they found a gem, an early gem, the people that haven't seen Vulcan blockchain. When they see Vulcan blockchain as a gym, they're gonna look what's inside of the gym and see what other gyms are there. And I honestly believe, from what I'm seeing with Prisma right now, just off your white paper, I can tell there's something really unique, especially with those vaults. So I definitely, my hats off to you, and all the luck in the world as well. I'm glad to have you. Anytime you want to come through, just let me know. I got you.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I really appreciate you having me on. And it's a situation where we've kind of looked at Vulcan, like as a whole, kind of seen it grow from, Safu to SafuuX to now Vulcan and everything. And it's just, the community's been rock solid. Everybody's been super nice and friendly. I know we're kind of, I'm just going to kind of say, I know we're kind of like the new kid on the block to a certain extent. Yeah. There's a lot of projects that a lot of people are familiar with that look pretty awesome and amazing as well too. I mean, I know me personally, I'm going to be jumping in, and is it called Space Force or?
Cosmic Space Force. Yeah, I mean Cosmic Force.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I know I'm going to be checking that out myself. Absolutely. But, being kind of the new kid on the block and, kind of having to go through and explain like what we're looking to do. We really appreciate the Vulcan community taking the time to have the conversation with us, because it's very much so an instance where, that doesn't always happen. It's been a very welcoming experience, and we really appreciate it on our side over here. And, we appreciate the dialogue and the time that you guys have been taking to have the conversations with us. So,
oh yeah, of course.
Just want to say thank you, man.
Oh, it's no problem. This community is awesome. Like this community is very opening to, new projects. The only thing, they require, in my belief, is to be 100% informed. They want to be informed. If your project has what it takes, they'll see it. They just need to understand how it works. Hey, I promise you, you keep talking to them, they'll love you every single day you talk to them. So just your new kid on the block right now, just keep talking to them, keep communicating with the community. They will be right behind you.
Yeah, absolutely. And just to kind of bring it up really quick as well too. We're really excited for everything that Vulcan, is looking to kind of provide. We definitely think their tech is absolutely, cutting edge in that aspect as well too. I think people are, I'm going to just say it like this. I think I've seen it a little bit more in terms of, urgency that people are kind of expecting here. Mm-hmm. And just as someone who's building a project on this side over here, that is not nearly as complicated as Vulcan is, I just want to preach patience. They're building something that takes a lot. And it's very much so a situation where I know there was some kind of like ups and downs, a little bit of gritted teeth about like how many projects were listed and kind of what's going on there. So from a team perspective on this side and how long we've been kind of building our project and the time period that we've been in communication with Vulcan, we started talking to them back when they were SafuuX, and that's how long we've been in conversation. It's been roughly about 5 to 6 months, I would say, minimum, if not potentially a little bit longer. And so I do just want to preach that, be patient with the guys. They're working their butt off. They've been very communicative, with us on this side over here, super helpful with any questions that we've got. And, it's been an absolute pleasure when we've had the chance to, kind of sit down, have the conversations with them and work through stuff. So I just want to preach that, be patient with them. They're working their butts off.
Oh, well, that was great words, because this community, they need to hear that. They, sometimes they don't understand what's going on in the background. There's so much going on in the background that they don't even see. And I'm glad that another project owner out there is, letting them know, like, hey, this stuff you can't do it the snap of a fingers. You gotta have patience, because if you're not patient, you're gonna go out there and you're gonna fail, because at some point somebody's gonna find you a mistake, or something was missing, exploit something. Because when you rush and to get something to market, you're usually gonna leave a mistake. So I'm glad you were able to tell that to people, because they definitely need to hear that.
Yeah. did you guys have any other kind of questions for me or anything like that?
Let
I
me
know
see.
we kind of
I think there was one question here. I'm looking
talked
at
a bit.
OBZ. Asks how he's asking how many team members are on your squad.
Yeah, so currently we have a total of 5 people. There's myself. I'm kind of a little bit more on the finance side, do a lot of math. 90% of my time working on Prisma is looking at spreadsheets and working on numbers and things like that. A vast majority of it is kind of looking at historical data and kind of projecting out things for the future, based on a couple of different ranges of, possible variation of, like positives, negatives. So that way we can kind of predict some market trends and kind of see how things go. Then we've got 2 developers, one kind of, I'm going to call it like the senior side or a lead developer, and then one who's kind of like an assist developer slash, website dev. And then we've got Moonrise, who I'm sure you guys have probably seen,
Mm-hmm.
in a multitude of different Vulcan chats and things like that, kind of hyping us up. She's pretty big on our Discord, our communications. She also does a lot of our Twitter posts and everything like that. And then we've got Vlad, who's our Discord guy, who kind of handles a lot of the bots, the structures, the systems on there, and kind of helps us out with a few different processes, revolving around like our Discord, getting things set up in there. The one thing I do want to bring up, just as kind of a little bit of a sidebar here, to kind of go back to like our tokenomics and token structure and things like that. We are going to have effectively like a DAO system as well too, to a certain extent, associated to our charity wallet.
Okay.
So I don't know if you can pop over to the I believe it should be under tokenomics. Nope. It should be under launch details and allocation. But yeah, we have an ESG wallet that we've got, which we'd like to, just kind of let people know about that. Hey, as time kind of goes on, as this kind of, gets filled up with the revenue payouts that go to that are untouchable by us, those tokens can never be, moved or have anything done with them. They are locked into that wallet specifically, which will be multi-sig to only allow non-Prisma tokens to come out of it. We will be allowing our community to decide kind of where that gets paid out to, what charity that's going to go to, and how we can kind of provide some additional help and assistance there as well. So we will have some form of like a DAO structure set up for that. We haven't quite decided yet. As of now, it'll probably just be like a vote within our Discord.
Okay.
But we're looking to, see what we can do and implement in terms of like a voting structure there as well. So
Yeah,
just to kind of bring that up also.
That's nice, because that voting structure, once you get it up and it's working, man, you can do all types of things with that. And that's when the building your project just goes up.
Yeah. So I don't know if, there's any other questions. I know I've kind of,
Yeah,
gone
guys.
on a little bit long here.
Guys, do you have any other questions for Moon Guy Crypto before he gets out of here? Come on, guys. You gotta get the answers out of them right now while I got them. Let's see if there's any other questions, because I definitely don't want to hold you up, and I know we have to get to our 8-ball section of the show, because that's when they start getting crazy. Let's see, OBZ, very solid answers. I feel the well thought out structure of this project. Awesome. Moonrise, Fowler, personally, I'd like to see cliff period for team and investing period. Oh, you know what, Chappie did say that. So with the team tokens, there's no cliff at all for the team tickets, team tokens.
What do you mean by a cliff?
That's why I was actually I believe that's where it's kind of like you're trickling out of the vesting period, like pretty much like almost like a schedule, I thought.
Yeah. So I'll go over that again really quick. The tokens will be vested over a year. And the team is basically at this point in time, we're kind of deciding if that's going to be something where we unlock a portion of those tokens on a monthly basis or a quarterly basis. So we haven't 100% decided which direction we kind of want to go with that. But yeah, it'll be a situation where those will be unlocked for the team on this side over here, as time kind of goes on, either monthly or quarterly until we hit that 1 year period where it'll basically be like whatever's left. So as an example of such, since there's 5 of us, there's 500,000 tokens. Like myself, I would have 100,000. If we do it quarterly, it'd be 25, 25, 25, 25. There's nothing left. That
okay, right. And there's no, again, for everybody out there, there's no vesting for early investors or coming out after launch date. There's no vesting at all.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
That is what that is associated with. So there's no vesting period for Launchpad. If that's not very clear, I will absolutely go back in and update our white paper to make sure that that is much more clear and transparent there. I apologize about that if that created any kind of confusion. That is specifically just for anyone that partakes in the Launchpad, which the team will not be allowed to partake in that. It'll be we are only allowed to have our allocation of tokens. We'll receive our payouts in that regard as well too. But as for the Launchpad process, there will be no vesting for any regular standard holders that come in and kind of make a purchase in that aspect through the pre-sale / Launchpad process. The vesting is only for the team and only for that 5,000 or 500,000 total tokens.
Okay. Let's see, guys. Any other questions before Moon God Crypto gets out of here? You will not be able to ask him these questions on this live after he's gone. But Moon God, can just regular investors come and approach you? You guys have a Discord? You guys have, or a link that we can possibly drop in the YouTube chat for people to go?
Yeah, absolutely. So we do have an open and active Discord on our side over here. It's a little bit of a smaller following, but yeah, we can definitely go ahead and get an invite in there. I don't know if Biz has got a link to it or not.
Yeah, he just dropped it. So guys,
awesome.
Biz just dropped the PRISMA Finance Discord.
And is fire with those fingers over there, just lightning fast.
That's why I say it like that, because I give him just enough time to drop it in the chat before I finish my sentence. But so
just kind of slowly say it.
Yeah, he's that quick, man. I'm pretty sure by the time if I do it right and he has it on deck, by the time I finish the sentence, he'll have a link on that chat. So that's why he said it that slow. But yeah, guys, go to that Discord. Get into the PRISMA Discord, ask questions, learn more. You got Moon God Crypto. The whole staff is willing to help you. Guys, get in there, show them what we got as community. And man, I really do hope you guys have something unique here. I'm pretty sure the community is going to love.
Yeah, absolutely. And I really appreciate you taking the time to chat with me here, Fawl3r, and, kind of go over some of this stuff. And as we could kind of go through it together, got a little chaotic in the beginning there.
And that's always like that.
Through the white paper there.
Listen,
man.
On this show, everything is chaos. Okay, everybody knows on my show, there's nothing cookie cutter. There's nothing planned out. It's all just. Most of the time, people just, crossing their fingers. I get past the first 2 seconds of the intro. Okay, like, please, can you come in here with not muted, your microphone not muted, or the sound is not working? So trust me, it's so much hecticness every single day. That was nothing.
I thought you were teasing me a little bit there in the beginning when you're like, yeah, you're way too loud, can't hear you, can't do anything.
No.
All right, let's just turn it down where nobody can hear him.
No, this is real life out here. We have, like Kelly Production says, I have Jurassic Park level issues when it comes to technically getting this show going every single day. It literally, just like in Jurassic Park, the electric fences might not be working, the headlights on the trucks might not be working, and that's how my show is. It's just like sometimes, man, it may or may not work, and most of the times I get out pretty good. But yeah, I wasn't playing with you when I said, yeah, you're a little loud. It happens like that, man. It happens like that. But
I'm over here. I'm like, okay, so we're talking about this. We're kind of clicking through it together, and then you've gone to the next page, and I'm like, oh no, let's talk about.
yeah, yeah. So it's active. But look, Moon Guy, anytime you want to come through, let me know. I'll get you on. If you have any breaking news with Prisma, you want to get out, get on live, just let me know. I'll get you on here. We'll get everybody here to listen to you and everything, man. I really enjoy having you on the show. I learned a lot. I'm gonna be diving in. As soon as I'm off my live, I'm gonna dive in some more information, find out some more, and get ready for when you guys are ready to launch, man. So I can be in that pre-sale.
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead and just hit me up on Discord, and we'll make sure that we can kind of hook up and get a couple of things set up again here. And I really appreciate being on. We don't have to just talk about Prisma or anything like that. I love talking about crypto, finance, all that fun stuff in general as well. So I appreciate it, man. I don't want to take up any more of your time. I know you got the 8-ball coming up, and just want to say I hope you have a blessed day, man.
All right, same to you, Moon God. Same to you, and I hope you guys, the whole team, I hope you guys great luck.
Thank you, man. We really appreciate it. Talk to you later.
All right, man. Take it easy. All right, let's get to the big cam, guys. We're back. So, you guys know what time it is. It's 8-ball knows all time, right? Get your 8-ball questions in there. We're gonna try to get this done within looks like we only got 11 minutes left. We got about 11 minutes. We're gonna get it done though. So, guys, get those questions in. And Greek is here, of course, because he had to get his 8-ball question, as you guys can see. But guys, tell me what you think. What did you think about Prisma? I really enjoyed hearing that whole informal about Prisma. That, it sounds like, as far as if you're looking for anything with some type of savings, that thing looks like it's going to be where it's at, especially if you're trying to make gains and almost pretty much be hands-free. That's what I like. I like to, invest and then my money go different places and go to the better investments and just make sure they come back with a return. That's it. That's simple. That's all I'm looking for. And I know you guys are looking for it as well. So, guys, go to that Discord and learn more. Do your own research. Learn more. Great. All right, so guys, let's get this going. Let's get the 8-ball out there, ready to go. All righty. Got a couple 8-ball questions. We're gonna start off with Compton 310. Here we go. Let's get the shaker button up. Where you at? There we go. All right. Here we go. Magic 8-ball. Will Compton 310 make 500K with SafuuGO? Let's shake it up. Achievement unlocked. 100% guaranteed. Compton 310. You've gotten that. Or finally got that approval from the 8-ball. There you go, man. Congrats. You got it. Let's see. Teddy won with a Magic 8-ball question. Let's reset this. Magic 8-ball. Does Vulcan have a better chance of success if Gary Gensler is fired? Let's shake that up. Yes, Vulcan has a better chance if Gary Gensler gets fired. So there you go. Guys, we need to get Gary Gensler fired, right? Our old buddy Gary gotta go. All right. He did it. He helped us out a little bit on the marketing front. And I think he still will be helping us on the marketing front for the time to go, because those videos are going to be out there forever of him. But he's got to go. Everybody wants him gone. Everybody. Anti-crypto people, pro-crypto. It seems like nobody likes that guy. Let's see. Where are we at? Cody J. Magic 8-ball. Will Cody J make at least 100K from SafuuGO? Here we go. Absolutely. Cody J, you will make at least 100K from SafuuGO. That's wow. I need to make 100K. Just give me 100K. Come on, 8Ball. Give me one of those answers. Let's see. Kelly Productions is here. What's going on, bro? Magic 8Ball. Will Kelly Productions be able to buy a mansion in La Jolla Cove with Vulcan profits? I've never heard of this cove you're talking about, Kelly, but the fact that it's a cove, it's got to look good. I don't know too many coves that I've looked up on Google and they just look bad. So this looks like, and you're trying to put a mansion there, so it's got to be really nice. Let's shake this up. Magic 8Ball. Will Kelly Productions be able to buy a mansion in La Jolla? I hope I'm saying it right too. La Jolla Cove with Vulcan profits. Let's shake it up. F. I don't even know. I still, to this day, Kelly, I don't know what F means. I to this day, I don't know how you want to take it. You want to reshake that, or maybe even you know what the F means. You know, let me know. Let me know if you want that reshook. Let's see. Miguel says it sounds like an awesome project. It really does, Miguel. It really does. I really hope everybody goes and takes that Discord link and go in there. At least become part of the Discord. See where developments come from. PRISMA. Yeah. Because as soon as this live's over, I'm joining. So you guys should just go ahead and join up in there with me. Vulcanaires, I hope they're going to be joining because, you know, the way the project is going for Vulcanaires, you know, you might want to kind of look at that. So let's see. Chappie, Fawl3r. Dear Magic 8Ball, will PRISMA be one of the most successful projects to launch on the Vulcan blockchain? Let's see. Let's shake it up. Absolutely 100% undoubtedly certainly not. They will not be one of the most successful projects. Well, I mean, when you word the question like that, there's a lot of projects I believe that's going to be on this blockchain. And, you know, I always say if I'm PRISMA right now hearing this answer, then I need to prove this 8Ball wrong. Let's see. OBZ. Magic 8Ball. Will Gary still try to ruin crypto? You mean after he's fired or to this day? Because, I mean, if we're talking about right now, president, while he still has a job, he probably still is, right? I don't think this is like the Terminator right now. I don't think he has an off switch. But even if he's fired, he might be one of those disgruntled cops that be like, I got to get the bad guy. He might still come out the crypto, you know? Funny. Let's shake it up. Will Gary Gensler still try to ruin crypto, Magic 8Ball? Well, this is awkward. I don't know what that means, OBZ. Let me know if you want that reshook. SafuuWarrior, Fawl3r, Magic 8Ball. Will my friend Fawl3r sell his Safu if it goes over $1 and not get into SafuuGO? Oh, here we go. Shake it up. Yes. Yes, your friend Fawl3r will sell his Safu if it goes over $1 and not get in SafuuGO. Watch your friend, SafuuWarrior. Let's see. Jocko13. Magic 8Ball. Will Jocko13 make more than 150K on SafuuGO within 7 days of launch? Man, you guys out here making bank out here, man. Woo! It is certain, Jocko13, you have your answer. It is certain that you're gonna make that more than 150K. Let's see. Oh, Moon God Crypto says, Fawl3r, you need a new Magic 8Ball. Listen, this is the same thing everyone says when they don't hear the answer that they wanted to hear. Like I said, you have to either ask this thing a different way, how you ask the question, or you just have to prove it wrong. This is how it is. I don't control this thing. I really don't. I wish I could just show you guys the screen. I have no way of picking the answers or nothing. It's literally one button. It just says shake. And honestly, I haven't found a better 8Ball. This is 8Ball actually is pretty decent compared to what we can do with like our Discord 8-ball in the Vulcanaires chat, that thing, you don't want to see that. You'd be really saying, hey, you need a new Magic 8-ball. Like, maybe I should do that. I should do that one day. I should have the Magic 8-ball from Discord work on Alive and give this one a break. And then you guys get to experience what that 8-ball actually is like. It's terrible. You're not going to want it. Trust me. Ask the Vulcanaires in here. They're going to be like, no way. No way. This 8-ball takes it light on people, if you ask me. Let's see. Cody J. Hold on. We already got one, Cody J. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tell him, OBZ. Moon Guy Crypto, you can ask a question over. You can ask a question a different way for Prisma and get an answer right now. Let's see. Slumdog Millionaire with a Magic 8-ball question. Magic 8-ball, will the Federal Reserve note be destroyed and the U.S. Treasury note backed by gold replace it? Shake. You may rely on it, Slumdog. I take that as a positive yes. I would take that as a yes. I would definitely take that as a yes. Let's see. Let me reset here. Let's see. Senor Rojo, dear Magic 8-ball, will all Vulcanaire OGs get SafuuGO coins $10 and under? Shake it up. Come on, 8-ball. What'd you do it for us? It's a yes. What a question. What a question for Senor Rojo to ask. You know, he's actually become a new Vulcanaire. That's the reason why he asked that question. But he's asked a Vulcanaire question. He's a new Vulcanaire. Congrats. So now you're getting great answers across the board, Senor Rojo. And I'm pretty sure the Vulcanaire squad is going to be patting you on the back as soon as you get into the Discord for asking that question right there. I'm pretty sure they are very happy. Let's see. Reset. Zach Duplessis. Man, I don't do names well. If I keep doing it, I'm a butcher. So I'm going to just call you Zach. Magic 8-ball. Will Zach be able to buy a car from SafuuGO profits? Let's shake it up. It is certain, Zach. It is certain. Let's see. Moon Guy Crypto. Let's see what he said here. Fawl3r, I prefer to just crush your Magic 8-ball after we hit 100 million market cap. Hey, do that, please. Crush him. Crush this 8-ball. I need the 8-ball to be wrong, right? I need it because that tells me that this 8-ball is corrupt and I don't need it anymore. I need to find another way of putting the 8-ball up here. You guys would be helping me if you could prove it wrong, but this thing can't seem to really be proven wrong. Like a legit question that's answered and then 2 weeks later it's actually wrong. Still to this day, not wrong yet. So you got to prove it wrong. You have to prove it wrong. Let's see. J Legend, Magic 8-ball. Will J Legend make 250K in 14 days of launch of SafuuGO? You guys are really trying to make life-changing money off of SafuuGO, man. You guys are. What happened to Vulcan? Where's Vulcan? Jeez. Let's see. Ask again later, J Legend. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna ask that question. You guys keep asking me SafuuGO questions. 8-ball was like, you know what, man? I'm taking a break from SafuuGO. Come back later, man. Ask me a question later. I'll get back to it, J Legend. Let's see. Miguel, Magic 8-ball. Hold on. There we go. Will Gary Gensler, Magic 8-ball, will Gary Gensler continue to be the Debbie Downer of crypto? Shake it up. Absolutely 100% undoubtedly certainly yes, he will continue to be the Debbie Downer of crypto. As you can see on his questions that he had to ask, they threw him softball questions and he didn't even want to hit the softball. So that in itself to tell you where he's going. He's going to be going. He probably is so pissed off that they grilled him so bad on TV that he's going to go back to what the reason why they grilled him. They're going to go back. He's going to go back to the thing that he got grilled about and even do worse. That's just how it happens. It's how he's going to take out his pain and suffering. Let's see. The Greek DeFi guru. What is Magic 8 Ball question? Here we go. Magic 8 Ball. Will Fawl3r see my original question? Where did you see that? No. Where? Greek. Oh, I did. I did miss you, bro. You know why I missed you? Because you didn't tag me. You didn't even tag me. See? You can't blame me if you didn't tag me. Now, if you tagged me and I missed it, then we have a problem. And you were right under Kelly Productions, too. See, I got in that tangent, and guess what? As soon as I saw his, but the problem was then I got locked on the orange little light thing with a tag that was right under yours. So that's what happened. You got a tag, man. Let's see. Magic 8 Ball. Will the Greek have his life changed due to SafuuGO? Man, you guys like all in the same Discord just say, hey, ask these questions to Fawl3r. 8 Ball. It is certain, Greek. It is certain you will have your life changed due to SafuuGO. This is true. There you go, Greek. You are back in the good graces of 8 Ball. It has finally given you a positive on your question, man. You are back. Well, you did get that thing about Prado. I think that should be good enough for you. I mean, that's like as good as receiving gold or Bitcoin. Let's see. Let's get back down here. Anil Kumar, Magic 8 Ball. Will Anil get at least 500 SafuuGO in the first 5 minutes of launch? Nice. No, Anil, is going to be such a mad dash. The 8 Ball does not think you're going to be able to acquire 500 in 5 minutes. Let's see. Chappie, dear Magic 8 Ball, will the Greek DeFi guru be married before he becomes a millionaire? Let's go, Magic 8 Ball. Give us the answer on that. It's not very likely. My God, the 8 Ball has literally stepped on Greek DeFi guru's sack. It is that quick. It just went boom. Just that quick. That quick. That quick. It went to straight curve stopping Greek. Oh my God. Oh, let's see. It's funny because Greek literally just wrote a chat. He said, I never doubted the 8 Ball for a second. Greek had put his signed, sealed approval on the 8 Ball, and then right that fast, Chappie just took it away from him. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. He even said, love the 8 Ball. Awesome. Let's screenshot that so we make sure that Greek remembers that. All right, let's see. We got Daniel Prado here. What's going on, bro? Magic 8 Ball. He's here for the Magic 8 Ball. Magic 8 Ball. Will the missus be a millionaire because of Vulcan? Let's see. Will Miss Worldwide become a millionaire because of Vulcan? Most likely. Most likely. There you go, guys. And that's some realism right there for the 8 Ball. So you guys can't say the 8 Ball is, you know, a hater ball, whatever you guys like to call it. I don't disrespect the 8 Ball like that because I have to directly interact with it. But, you know, you guys, you know, it be showing you guys some love even though y'all be calling it the hater ball, you know. Let's see. What do we have here? Keep going. Keep going. Look, Greek's back to that quick, man. Greek's like a fish out of water, man. He just flip-flops. He flip-flops on the 8 Ball all the time, man. He talking about 8 Ball is back. Man. Oh, just like Dale said. Dale, boom shakalaka. That's how I do it. Boom shakalaka. Let's see. Jay Legend wants to go back to his Magic 8 Ball question. Here we go. We're going back. J Legend, Magic 8 Ball. Will J Legend make 250K in 14 days of launch of SafuuGO? Shake it up. How are we going to end this off? Signs point to yes, J Legend. Signs point to yes. That is it, guys. It has put it. We have ended right here. Well, no, we haven't ended because we got one more. But J Legend got his positive right there. So y'all can say that the Magic 8 Ball is on a hater roll today. Sorry to say, but it's out here confirming people's dreams. Let's see. We got Richard Hudman here. Magic 8 Ball. Will SafuuGO make Richard Hudman a millionaire? Let's shake it up. Victory Royale, Richard Hudson. That is a yes across the board. We've been, man, 8 Ball's been pretty positive today on this Wednesday. Man, amazing. Amazing. Let's see. All right. Yeah, Miguel, you already asked one, man. You only get one. You're only doing one. So, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Let's see. No, we got one more. Shane Pinto. Look, that's one I haven't seen. Let's see. Another Magic 8 Ball question. Here we go. Magic 8 Ball. Will Shane make 100K with SafuuGO? Man, everybody making these 100Ks, man. 6 figures. By Azura. It's a yes, Shane. You will be making that 100K just like you and Compton 310 and J Legend. All you guys are going to be making so much on SafuuGO. It's going to be crazy. I better see all this arbitrage opportunities you guys are going to be making available. So, like, guys, awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad you guys are getting the answers that you want to see. Daniel Prado says Magic 8 Ball, let him hold something. Let's see. Yeah. Man, oh man, guys. So it's been great, guys. This was an awesome show. You know, we got to talk to Moon Guy Crypto, CEO of PRISMA Finance. Guys, again, go check out that Discord, their Discord, ask questions, research more. You know, the more you know, the better, right? Great project. I honestly can't wait. I'm definitely gonna put something in it. You know, I'm definitely in support of these, you know, starting projects. So, guys, like, get into it. Like, especially, you know, you gotta get into these starting projects. Let's see. Cody J says, why don't you ask the 8 Ball a question? I ask 8 Ball questions all day. I get unlimited 8 Ball questions. I don't need to ask no one live because a lot of the times I don't want to take away, because I ask so many questions for you guys, like, and then I do myself. I just don't feel like I want to see some disappointing news, or like I could ask 8 Ball a whole bunch of questions, right? But it's gonna probably give me whatever answer it's gonna give me. And if I'm just like you guys, I don't want to be the next person to say you're a hater ball. I don't want to be the next guy. So that's why I don't ask. So guys, make sure you get your Vulcanaire tee, become part of the Vulcanaire crew, right? Get access to our Vulcanaire Discord, get privy to the new things that are going to happen. Guys, if you haven't joined the Guys of Gaming Discord, you need to join the Guys of Gaming Discord. Again, I just put the new website up in the Discord for the website. Check it out. I'm about to take some time out to make a SafuuGO video in a second, and then after that, I'm going to submit for the project listing. Right, I'm gonna get that all together. I got some stuff to do today, so guys, one thing I need you to do: make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. Okay, make sure you do that, and also once this live ends, please leave a comment because it helps the algorithms on the search results for me. I need you guys' help on doing that. But you guys know I'm on Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern, every single day other than weekends. Other than weekends, I'm here. So guess what? I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. You enjoy your day. I'm going to catch you guys next time. Peace out.